Okay, so I just want to dive right into the show right here. So obviously we know the Phoenix Suns knocked off the Los Angeles Lakers in 6 games in the first round of the 2021 NBA playoffs. I know that Anthony Davis was hurt during this series. LeBron James was solid during the series, but wasn't, the LeBron James of old that we're used to seeing in the playoffs. LeBron did struggle to make some shots down the stretch of that series, and ultimately the Lakers defense fell apart, and now the Phoenix Suns have moved on to the second round, and they are currently up on the Denver Nuggets 3-0. I expect the Phoenix Suns to win that series in no less than 5 games. And Phoenix is one of those teams that has a legitimate chance to go out there this year and win the NBA Finals in 2021. But I want to focus in on Devin Booker, because what you have to realize about Devin Booker is we have yet to see the best version of Devin Booker yet. And I know everyone talks about Chris Paul. Chris Paul is amazing. He has a chance to go down as a top 5 point guard of all time when it's all said and done. I don't think he's quite there yet, but he's definitely close. He's climbing the ladder of point guards. But Devin Booker, to me, is the best player on the Phoenix Suns roster. And in his first ever playoff series versus LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers, he outplayed LeBron James. He was the best player on the court and wasn't even close. In that series, he averaged 29.7 points per game, had 6 rebounds and 5 assists, shot 49% from the field and 43% from 3. And in game 6, he had 47 points and 8 3-point shots made in that game. And now he's continuing to add on to that success versus the Denver Nuggets. I know Denver isn't this great team, but they're a solid team. They've got some good players. They got the reigning league. Well, I should say the reigning league MVP, because Nikola Jokic won the MVP this year. They got Jokic. They got some good players. They're not a team that's a pushover. And Devin Booker is continuing to put up really good numbers. What's Devin Booker averaging this year in the playoffs? Something like 27 points per game, shooting like 49% from the field, over 40% from 3. We've yet to see the best version of Devin Booker yet, guys. The guy is only 24 years old. This is his first time being in the playoffs, and he's shining in the playoffs, legitimately. Devin Booker, to me, is a guy that is a legitimate closer. He's a guy that you can look to go to, when the game's tight, late in the fourth quarter. He can get you a bucket. He can isolate. He can score the basketball. Devin Booker is one of the most gifted scorers currently in the NBA. And I think Devin Booker has the potential to be a league MVP one day. I believe he's legit. I believe he's officially arrived, and so are the Phoenix Suns. Like I said, the Phoenix Suns are back on the map. Obviously, Chris Paul is doing his thing. DeAndre Ayton's doing his thing. Mikal Bridges, Cameron Payne, Cameron Johnson, even Frank Kaminsky's a solid player, and Monty Williams is a really good head coach, okay? So, look, Devin Booker's officially arrived, and if this is what we're getting from Devin Booker, in his playoff debut, meaning the first time he's been in the playoffs, imagine what we're going to get from him, when he gets even more experience and really starts to enter his prime. Devin Booker is just now starting to enter the prime of his career, and I think he has a chance to have a great, great career when it's all said and done. He'll score a lot of points, and Devin Booker is only getting started. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.